Hi guys, welcome to my channel, and today we will discuss about semester first assignments for the subject information system. It's basically for June 2022 cycle. So I think the due date for submitting the assignment is somewhat at the end of my month. So first of all, we see the assignments. So if you see, this is the assignment which is available on your portal, and just giving you a brief about the assignments. As you are aware that there are total six subjects, and for each subject you need to submit the assignments. The maximum marks for the assignments is 30 marks. 70 marks is for the exams part, and there are three questions. Each question covers 10 marks. The first question is of 10 marks, second question is of 10 marks, and the third question is of two parts, third A and third B. Each is of 5 marks. The maximum words which needs to be written in each question is of 1,000 words, but there is no hard and fast rule that you need to go up to 1,000 words. Plus minus 10% means if you go from 850 to 900 till 1100, then it's totally fine. It's not an issue. Most important stuff is there should be no copy case. It means the same assignment should not be it's not like you have completed your assignment and you have uploaded the assignment and thinking that you have uploaded, so maybe you can just share it to your colleagues or to your friends. So don't do this. And if in the system they find the multiple assignments with the same content, then you all will fall in the copy case. It's not only the second person, but yes, all the persons who are having the same context will fall under the copy case, and you will get a 0 marks. The second stuff is about plagiarism. So make sure that if you are just taking the context from internet or maybe from NMIMS study resources or maybe from the books, everything should be in your own words, right? You read the content, understand the content, and after that you need to write everything in your own words. If you are just directly writing whatever is written from the book or maybe from internet, then again you will fall into plagiarism. There are some exceptions, like the formulas part that will remain the same, the definitions given by some persons that will remain the same. So that's why 10 to 20% plagiarism is acceptable, but not more than that. You need to write the assignments in the word format and need to upload in the PDF format. There's a separate video for this. Maybe you can refer to this to the another video. So now let's discuss about this information system subject assignments. So information system is a very easy subject. It's a completely theoretical one, and it becomes very easy those who are from the IT background. But yes, those who are not from IT background, and again the assignment part is very easy to attempt. So let's see what are the three questions, what content we need to write, what pages to refer from the book. So let's discuss each question one by one. So going to the first question, you have been appointed as an IT head of a soon to be opened retail chain store by the name as Indian Retail Store, which will have the branches all over India. Indian Retail Chain is a private limited company. Highlight at least five security threats that a bank may face in today's time and suggest five innovative IT security mechanisms to ensure that such threats do not harm your retail store chain and that your systems remain as secure as ever. Right. So first of all, there is some typo error. If you see the assignment, it's mentioned as the bank. So don't get confused. Everything is about a retail store. So firstly, you need to understand that what are the certain kind of security threats which a retail store may observe, and after that you need to specify that how there are certain mechanism through which we can ensure that such kind of security threats may be avoided. Right. So this is the background about the question. So let's see which pages to refer. So we need to refer page number 197, 206, and 219. The content which we need to define is firstly we need to provide the intro about the certain security threats. Then we discuss about the various technologies to handle the security. The third part is the brief about the managing security. That's a optional part. The third one. The fourth one is the explain security threats and ways to handle it in reference to the retail chain. So let's see the book, going to the page number 197. I think it's yeah. So it's threats to the organization. So if you see, there are mentioned different types of security threats like the malware. Then it's mentioned the certain types of malwares. Then cracking, espionage, After that, there's phishing attacks, there's identity attacks, then identity threats, then it's DOS attack, and after that you will find the certain technologies to handle these kind of security issues like encryption. And if you talk about the public key or private key cryptographies, or you can say the encryption, then the firewall. So you can mention, it's not like you need to specify all of these things in detail. Maybe you can just specify 4 or 5 lines from each part, and after that you just need to formulate all the stuff in your own language. And the VPN part, so all these stuff you just need to refer from the book, and you need to write it down. Third part is a brief about the managing security. This is page number 219. Going to the 219. So it's about the certain tips to certain features of IT infrastructure, or you can say IT infrastructure, which manages the security. These four are the optional one. If you see your number of words is not getting up to 1,000 words, maybe you can just add 2 or 3 lines of each topic, so it will increase the words to 100 words. Just as the additional part. And the last thing is explain the security threats and ways to handle in reference to the detail chain. So if you see the case study is all about the detail chain. So you need to relate all of these things with the detail chain. How you will find the certain kind of security threats, how we can implement a VPN or maybe firewall. So everything should be in context to your retail chain, right? So okay, it's related to the case study. So this is all which you need to refer in the first question. I think the first question part is pretty much clear. Now going to the second question. So second question is about e-governance. So choose any e-governance initiative of any country in the world which is aimed at helping to the poor and the needy sections of the society, and list at least 10 benefits of having implemented the system for the benefit of the downtrodden system section. So, first of all, it's about the e-governance initiative. So you will find lot many stuff about the e-governance. But if you see the main part, it's about the certain e-governance initiative specifically for the poor people, or maybe for the rural people, for the needy people, right? So make sure it you split the answer in two parts. First one is the generic one, very generic about the e-governance and initiative, and second one is specific to the some e-governance initiative, maybe from India or maybe from any part of the world, and you just need to specify and explain its certain features which will be definitely beneficial for the poor or the needy people. So let's see the page numbers. So going to the page number 73, think it's going to the page number 73. It's e-governance. So if you see, it's a basic about what is e-governance. You can just specify the definition. After that, you just need to specify the certain services like G2B, G2C, G2G. After that, you can specify the certain advantages of the e-governance. So if you see, explain about e-governance, advantages of e-governance. That's a general part. Then the third one comes the services offered by the e-governance initiative aiming to help the people and the needy of the society. So here comes where you just need to just refer. Maybe you can just use the eBhumi project. If you see eBhumi, it's basically for the farmers. So maybe you can take the reference of this, or if you see there are a lot many schemes like the Narega scheme or maybe Ran Basera scheme for the for very needy and the for poor people. So you can just refer any of those yeah, initiative which were taken by any local government or maybe by countrywide government or maybe any part of the world, and you just need to specify certain features and benefits related to that particular e-governance initiative. So this is all about the second question. Second question part is also pretty much clear. Then comes the third part. The third is again into third two parts, third A and third B. So make sure that the word limit should be within 500 words. It should not get exceeded to more than 550 words. So here the answer should be crisp and the short ones, right? Let's see what's being asked in the third A question. It's the city of Mysuru is one of the cleanest cities of India and is in very close driving distance from Bengaluru, which is the IT hub. You have been invited as an external IT consultant by the Government of India with a mandate to convert the Missouri as a smart city. Right. Which smart city in the world will you choose as a benchmark to and emulate some of the best practices of that city into Mesuru. Provide at least three reasons with the brief description behind your choice of choosing that particular city as a benchmark. So if you see, the main part is you are an IT consultant. You need to visit Mesuru, and you need to see what things can be implemented to just convert it into a smart city. For choosing or for implementing the changes, you require some benchmark, some city which you can take as a reference. So you need to take any city of your choice, maybe in the India or maybe outside the India, whichever you want to choose. Or maybe if you are from some local native place and you are much aware of that particular city, maybe you can, if it's a smart city or it's a metro city, and you can easily refer to that particular city. And after that, you just need to specify that what are the key features and what are the key practices which are implemented, which needs to be implemented, the similar stuff for the Mesuru. So let's see the page numbers. So going to the page number 96 and 97. So 96 about the smart cities. So its definition, what is smart city? There are two types of definitions which are provided by GUI or maybe Europe. So maybe you can just write the direct definition, 2 or 3 lines, or maybe you can just explain the above content because it's 500 words, and if you write all these stuff in detail, then it will cross your maximum limit. Then historical reasons, being it's a short question, so it's not being required. Then it comes to certain features of the smart city like sensing, measuring, smart transportation, and certain other features. Maybe you can just write 1 or 2 liner of each of these: smart environment, water conservation, pollution control, all these feature, energy management, all these features. You can specify 2 or 3 lines of each of them, and after that, you just need to specify any smart city and explain its key projects which are implemented as a part of smart city initiative. So that needs to be covered into third A. Then next part comes as the third B. Suggest and describe at least two innovative technology-enabled services that will introduce into Mesuru so that it can be called as a smart city. So again, if you see the both questions are related, things will remain the same, right? If you see what needs to be mentioned, then it's the same thing. Page number 96, 97, introduction to the smart city, facilities of the smart city. So how you just make the changes, like in the first part you can just give a general definition, and after that there are two definitions, one is government of India and some other one. So you can just explain it in third B, or vice versa, you can just give the definition in third A part and explain a general format into the third B part. That's the one way. Second is the facilities, so again you just need to write 2 or 3 more lines to it. And then comes the next part, where you just need to provide two innovative technologies. Maybe you can use smart transportation, smart environment, smart governance, smart buildings, which needs to be implemented. You can choose any two of this, which can be implemented into Mesuru to just make it into a smart city. So if you see, third A and third B both are the similar questions. The common part will remain the same, but don't directly copy paste like the third A and the third B. Just make some changes, some tweaks, so that the answer seems to be different, right? So this is all about the third B question, the complete third A and third B question. So I think this is all about the ISM subject. We have covered all the important topics and what things to be covered into the questions. So I think things are pretty much okay for you. And if you have any doubts and if you face any issue related to this assignment, just feel free to just connect to me at ngasc.mba@gmail.com. And if you like this video, do like, do subscribe, and stay connected for further videos for other subjects. Thank you so much.